Okay guys, sorry I missed you here this Sunday that went by. I just got carried away doing stuff. I'll show you on next Sunday Fun Day. I was doing the glass on the Model A. Then my friend Jeff came over to take a look at the carburetors, and I don't know what I was thinking. I started filming before he got here when I was doing the glass, and then I grabbed the camera after he left, and for some reason I always have a habit of deleting what I have filmed prior, because I'm used to starting over new videos, and I grabbed the camera and I deleted what I had filmed before I realized I had already started filming, and I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, it doesn't matter, but we're going to show you what's going on in the shop this week, and I'll see you on the next Sunday Fun Day. So, we got, as far as we're going with it, the 76, all done. Some people are asking what the color is. It's a factory. It's called Buckskin. Look it up. 1976, 78. Up to then, Chevy pickup. Buckskin tan. Decals are original. It's a kit that they came with back in the day. So there we go. It's got the visor on there. Got pretty much everything done. It's going to go off now and get get wiring and engine hooked up and all that. We did all the brakes, exhaust. We did it from the frame up, but we're not finishing it. He's got somebody else finishing it, which that's okay with me. I don't like the finishing part, to be honest. Put all the wood in the box. Got the front and back windows in it. Yeah, I don't know what else to show you here. Got the tail lights on it, bumpers on it, obviously. Yeah, that's it. So that's the update there. Now, look at this. Brand new crate engine sitting here from GM. 525 horsepower. Weighs apparently, I think, 435 pounds. Going in this 65 Chevelle. So we've already got the other 350 taken out of it. Gone. We're putting a power steering in it, which you can see over there. Putting a power brake booster on it. Doesn't have that. Putting the LS in it. Putting the Tremec transmission in it right there. Putting a new heater system with AC in it. Yeah, I've known this guy for many years. A few years back, quite a few years back, I don't even remember, but he says around 5 or 6 years back I put these reinforcement frame connectors in here. I guess I did that. I don't know, and apparently I did other work when I lived in Surrey on the car. Good guy. It's got a little Hotchkiss suspension under here. He's leaving the diff in it for now, for what it is. I think he probably just wants to roast it and break it and then put a new one in. I don't know what his plan is. He's got four-wheel disc brakes all the way around this car. And so yeah, that's what we're doing to this. Doing the conversion. It's got lots of goodies here for it. Gas tank, fuel, like gas tank, because you got to change the gas tank out, obviously. It's different. It's got some Doug's headers over there. You know. It's got stuff from all over the place. Got the factory GM wiring harness for the engine. Got all the new pulleys set up, like everything. Got the proper oil pan to fit this car. So yeah, that is what we're up to. So like I say, we got the engine tranny, gas tank out, already started putting the power steering in, and a bunch of other stuff too. So that's good. We're going to be painting up the inner fenders under the hood. He wants us to clean up and detail it while we got it. And then Mike's still working away on this one too. He's got all the floors and all that in here, looking good. So next you got the, you call that the front hinge pocket or the front hinge cab corner, whatever you want to call it. And he's got the rear cab support mounts that got to go in. Then the cab corners, and then put some doors on and then fit the rockers to it. That's what's happening there. Let's see here. I've been working on this 79 Ford pickup over here. So if you remember, it's been a slow process, but it had a bunch of floors welded over top of the original floors that sat up really high. Like you see that dip there? Whoever put the floors in went right over top like that. So I had to cut all that out to see what was going on first. But anyway, remember I rebuilt all the back. If you don't remember, go back and see the pictures. Yes, I know that's all gone. That's the back of the cab. Gentleman's gonna have to bring it back later in life. He's on a budget, so he wanted the floors done for now, and that's what he's getting. So now I rebuilt all the back because you can't buy anything. All you can buy are the front floor pans for this. I rebuilt the front cab supports. They weren't rotten. You can buy them. They weren't rotten, but someone had cut a piece out of them. So I welded the piece back in, and then it's kind of tight to see here, but you can see it's right here. There's the new floor pan in. So there it all is in there. So driver's side is done. So all it is basically cut the rest of that floor pan out on the passenger side and put the new floor pan in. So I'm going to try and get that done there next week. Finish that up. It's Friday today, obviously. Sean's working away. We got... So I sprayed all the... I don't know if you can see this, but I cleaned it up and sprayed all the frame. All the frame cleaned up and sprayed, and then we got all the black sprayed behind here. Because this owner of this car wants us to get the bodywork done. We'd already done the back a year ago, if you remember. Mike put quarters and wheel tubs and all that. Then we sprayed it with this red because he was thinking about going back to factory color. Now he's decided he's going to go black on the car, everything black. So he brought it in. We're not concerned about that. He said get the bodywork done on the rockers, the doors, the fenders, everything in the front end, inner fenders, get everything painted up nice satin black under the hood, shiny black everywhere else because that's the car will go. So we got to get the front end on it, and he's taking it mid-March, so around, I don't know, 12 days, 13 days, whatever. He's going to take it. I got to have all the front end on it, no hood or nothing, no grill or bumper, and he's going to put an LS in this one. He's doing that, and he's going to wire it all. So that's why I got to have the front end on it. So when it comes back to us, the fenders will stay on, the inner fenders will stay on, but we'll have to remove the doors again. We're not going to paint the door jamb area right now. We're not going to paint the jambs on the doors, just because if you're going to be laying in there, messing around, putting wiring in, better to put a scratch in the primer than it is the black paint, if that makes sense. But this you're never going to get to again because the fender's going to go on. So we'll put the hinges on, put the doors on, put the fenders on, line it all up, then he'll take it away. Then when he comes back, like I say, we'll leave the hinges on, but unbolt the door from the hinge. So, and then, like I say, that's already sprayed. We just mask that and spray there. We don't have to take the fenders off. And here's the fenders. They're all sprayed here. Because again, you'll never get to them after. And we've texture sprayed them all in the... Got all that done too here. Went to town on it here. Got all that done. They're all body work done. We're waiting on a door. His one door ended up taking it apart, grinding it down. It was this, full of bloody holes where someone had drilled and did the old screw and hammer trick, pulling them out and bonded it. The door was just garbage. So we're waiting on a door. But I'm going to get on it here next week. My plan is next week, get the rad support in, get the one door I got on, get the one fender on it, the one inner fender, and then hopefully the other door comes in next week too, because then, you know, I got to get it done, right? So you can't really be putting fenders on until you get the doors on. You do your doors, then you do your fenders and kind of line everything up from there. So that's what's going on there. And Sean's also working away on this 65 Chevy pickup hood. I had to do a bit of welding in the corner over there. I think I posted some pictures of that on my Instagram or my Old Time Garage page on Facebook. And that obviously belongs to the truck over there, the 65. And then, what a beautiful day, eh? And then also, we took the hood off the Dodge and we've got all the bodywork done and finished with on the box. Box is done. Needed some welding on one side, I did that. And this is all final primer now on the box and tailgate. So next plan here of attack is to do the back of the cab and the roof and the doors. That's our next plan of attack. Like I say, the hood is sitting, I'll show you that in a second. The hood is off to the side, but yeah, there we go. So, and again, there's the 65. And then there's all the pieces. There's all the pieces for the Firebird. We've already got them all blasted and painted up. Painted them all up. Nice satin black like the owner requested. There's his rad support. Everything's there. I'll be starting on that next week. Going to town. The hood for the Dodge I was going to show you is sitting right here. We just took it out of the bay because Sean was painting in there. So there's the hood for the Dodge. Had to strip it down because all the paint was flaking off. Just had a few little dings that I had to fix. And then the cab you saw in the bay there, the 72 that Mike's working on. There's the frame for it. You all remember that. Alright. So, and then here's a bumper. I can't remember the year. Maybe 2014, 15, I don't remember. Young guy brought me this bumper. He's got a chrome bumper on his truck. He doesn't like it. He wanted to get a painted bumper, so he went and got me a steel bumper and we painted it. And this truck will actually be here next week. No, not next week, sorry, week after. You'll see the whole truck. We got to do some just stone chip repair around the wheel wells. But there's the bumper. We painted that up. Almost looks black, but it's not. It's a very, very dark slate gray with like a bit of a purpley tinge to it, in my opinion. And then, of course, you remember this cab I was doing all the welding on. I got to get it in the bay here, too, next week, and I got to grind down all the welds from where I welded the floors and rockers in underneath, texture spray it, then texture spray the inside. I tell you, I don't know what happened, but I thought it was slowing down a bit, but in November it went crazy, and it has not stopped yet. November, December, January, February, now we're going into March. Anyway, 4 months solid. Like, I could go back to work on Mondays if I had to. Or wanted to, but I don't want to. But it's just, it's jammed up. There's just work. And there's a list more coming in, so I'm happy. That's good. That's a good thing. It's always nice to know you got a list of jobs coming. But got to only tackle what you got at the moment. Right now we're a full house. We are a full house for certain. So with that being said, oh, and Kathy's truck. All we're going to do is we're going to take that in and get an alignment on it now. Differentials all fixed. Had a bunch of leaks in the diff. We got all that taken care of. Heater core fixed. Speedo fixed. Steering is... I would like to say, I would love to say out there the steering is 100%, but I'd be lying to you. It's not. It's not 100%. The steering on this truck now, I'm not going to get into what it was doing, but it was just a bitch to steer and went all over the road, wandered all over. So we replaced a few things and did a few things here and there. And it is 70% better than it was. 70%. Is it 100%? Nah, that would just be a lie to you, and there's no point in me doing that. But it is 70%. So, hey, got to remember too, it is 1953. So her truck alignment and out the door. It'll go next week, I guess. And then I got to think about this one here pretty soon. This is another one. This is the 1 year only. Like they called this the first year 55. They came this grill. Then they changed the whole body. So this one we're gonna all we're doing with this truck is get it running. Disc brakes running, wiring, automatic transmission. That's about it. So that's the plan for that. So with that being said, I think I have covered everything you might have missed. And again, I apologize for last Sunday. Like I say, don't know what I was thinking. Crazy. Sometimes things just slip your mind. I'm in such a habit of, because I don't download these videos, my wife does. I don't know how to do any of that. I know, I'm a caveman. So like I said, I normally when I get the camera back from the wife, from posting videos, I grab it, put it in the shop, and away we go. And I grabbed it on Sunday, and I started filming me putting the glass in the car, and then my buddy came by, and then I set the camera down, and then for some reason afterwards, after he left, I went and ate. Then I came back out, and I grabbed the camera, and I thought, okay, I'm going to start my video now. And I deleted all scenes. And I was like, oh, fuck. Anyway, it is what it is. So, I will see you on Sunday Fun Day. I don't know if it'll be a busy one or not, but it'll be what it'll be. Okay, guys. See you later.